Exams are over, and if you're lucky now, you probably have your well-deserved summer break. And today I wanted to introduce you a bit to how I use Notion to just get my life together and more organized for all the summers, all the events that can possibly arrive. Probably in the semester of university, school, work, or whatever, you're just like very well organized by your schedule. You want to achieve thousands of things when you finally reach summer, and sometimes just because of maybe a lack of organization, you're not going to be able or do or use your time as well as you wanted to. Hello, my name is Laura. I'm currently an undergraduate student in life science engineering, and today I just wanted to share with you a bit like how I get my life organized using Notion. So I'm absolutely not a professional in Notions. I just wanted to share with you the templates I did. So a little disclaimer, so all my templates are done from scratch. I just took the pictures that I liked, but I have to admit that some of the pictures and kind of templates are really inspired from the templates of Anna Lenkovska, so I absolutely do not want to take credits for things I did not did. But that's just for that to be said, and I'm just gonna show you how my Notions is organized. First, you will just arrive on my life hub. So basically you're just gonna have all the other pages that we're gonna talk about, and I just really use that Ghibli Giphy pictures, which are so nice, that I really like because it just gives this nice theme, I guess, and that's just something I liked. You have all the personal parts that we're gonna get quickly through, not all of them. And then there's just this little tracker that you can get on the basic Notion widgets website. I'm just gonna put all the links below. And yeah, I think that's just more for the aesthetic looking than for the use of it, because that does not ring a bell so much for me for now. And then at the bottom of the page, as it's just the main page that you're gonna get every time you just open Notion. So I got all my appointments or doctor, physio, and whatever. And now we can just get through the different sections I have. The first one that I wanted to show you is my uni hub. So currently I just have a few informations on them because semester just ended, and what I did is that I put everything on my archives. I just did a little section here, a page that you can just go there, and here I had my last semester and all my class that I had. I had all my revision planning, all my different classes. For example, if I would just open this one, I would have all my summaries that I use for the exams and everything. So yes, I just had all my class basically on there. And what I like to do is just to have this kind of archives thing, because it just allows you to have that on the side, and now you just can keep everything, so you do not have to delete, to erase everything, all your summaries you did. You just keep them on there and you can just easily find them. I have everything from my new semester, but as you can see, it's pretty empty. So basically I just have when my next semester is gonna start. I'm moving abroad for next semester, which is super exciting, and I'm moving to Hong Kong, so I'm going to change totally and going to a new university. But I just have those informations here. It's just to show you how easy you can access everything. And then I have my part, which is for my abroad year in Hong Kong. I'm not gonna go too much in details about this one as well, because I really wanted to very well detailed videos about those subjects, going abroad, just to show you briefly. I just did that, so you have a little countdown, not stressing at all, by the way, about how many times left before leaving. And yeah, I just took again those widgets, those Skiffy of Studio Ghibli. So all of them, you can easily access them on these free websites. You can just download them, put them in your Notion pages. What I really like about Notion is how easily you can take some websites, some PDF, and just put them in your templates. Here, for example, I just put little shot of Google Maps on where my university is gonna be. My learning agreement is just the classes that have to be accepted, so that's not that important. But just you have this little view, looks aesthetic, I like it. And then I just have those sections what is to do and more information, culture, all the things to do there. but I'm not gonna go in detail, and well, they're not full. And now back on my life hub, I just have like those languages learning section because you know how much I love that. That's something I really want to get more organized. So for the moment, I only have those 3 languages on my Notion template, so Mandarin Chinese, Cantonese, and Spanish. Fact is that I already started learning Mandarin Chinese, Spanish a little bit, like I can say a few words, but there are things I really want to do and achieve in Spanish this summer especially. But just to show you an example, I really want to start Cantonese, and I will do something dedicated for that because in Hong Kong people speak mostly Cantonese and not Mandarin Chinese. So I will try to probably learn a bit of speaking Cantonese, maybe not writing and everything as I'm already learning Mandarin and that's taking a lot of time, but just to get like maybe those little sentences that you can use in Hong Kong in Cantonese to talk to local people. And for example, if you would just go on my Cantonese page, you would just have those cute gift sticker, I don't know how to call them again. And all those banners, I took them on Pinterest, so you just can download everything, and that's just the one I found nice. I do not have, if I'm not mistaken, again, like all the links to the pictures because I just like put randomly in a folder the one I liked and I used them. And here, for example, very quickly, I have my goals, the book that I'm using. So basically you can just have something very organized planning, but that's going back for a next video. So the last section you have here is 26 pics. So basically it's just for my YouTube and Instagram, for all my social media. But what I really wanted to show you in this video, it's more how can you use Notion if you never used it. So I'm just going to show you, like, for example, how you can easily use it to create your own tracker. So for example, here I'm just going to create another page. So I know it's a bit confusing because everything is written in English, but like the comments and everything is in French because, well, as you can hear, that's not my English, is not my mother tongue. But well, yes, you just create a page. Basically, it's the same thing that it's in English and not. And you just kind of arrive on this like blank deck, which could be like a bit frustrating at first because you don't really know how to use it, and that's what we're gonna do now. So you can probably use it for your own trackers. So first thing first, that's detailed, but that's what I like, just to make it looks better how I like it. And for example, here I'm gonna do my sports tracker. So basically it's just what I want to do this summer with sports. And here you have something totally blank. So if you want to make it look a bit nicer, you can just like create a banner and then you can modify it. So for example, if you go back on Pinterest or anything, you can just download the one that you find are nice. Okay, so for example, on Pinterest, I found one that I really like, so I'm just gonna go and download it. Okay, so for example, on Pinterest, I found this one that I thought was looking cute. Well, it's not the best picture, but it was a swimming pool. I like to swim. The colors, I just like the colors. So let's say for the moment, I'm just gonna use this one. And then you can just add an icon here. You can download icons on websites such as Flat Icon. And then, for example, you're just gonna write sports. And then you're gonna have like tons of icons that you can use depending on what you like or what you want your page to look like. So for example, well, I don't play either football or basketball, but just this one look nice, and you can always free download. I'm going back on my Notion page, and here I'm gonna get personalized. I have my sports PNG here. I just put it there, and here we are. So there's like the little widget, those little icons, and that's everything I wanted it to look like. Then once you have that, if you want to get a bit more organized, you could want it, for example, to have a calendar. So just if you do this little slash, you're gonna have all the things you can use, put on your Notion. And for example, here you have like the calendar view. You can just use a new base, and here you're gonna have a monthly planning, for example, or if you want, you can just change it. So on the three dots, you're gonna have all the properties that you can just change. Again, it's in French, I'm sorry. And here you can just change for something weekly. And then it's pretty easy to add events, just add it in the plus. You can put whatever you want, and the dates, the hour, and everything. One thing that I really like that you can also find just by using the slash is that you're gonna have your For example, depending on the sports you're doing, depending on the goals you want to achieve. So for example, if you really like, I don't know, to do fitness, you can just write, for example, whatever you want to achieve. So I'm just going to write whatever comes to my mind, like your objective in cardio, what you want to do for legs, what you want to do for arms. And then on all the settings here, you're going to be able to just put the things that for you are relevant. So for example, there's the state, in progress, done. You can also just add your different states that you think are important. For example, I don't know, I just put random thing, I train once. In progress, well, you can change it for train at least 5 times or whatever. I don't know, that just up to you. That's just to show you how much you can just change things, and you can just put wherever you are, put the little tags that you need. And of course you can just put like then additional notes. You can put a date, like for example, when is gonna be the next training and everything. So now you can just put a date like next training. So just put dates whenever you want, when you want to train for the next time. For example, I don't know, I'm just gonna put the 12th of July or whatever, just what you like in it. And so yes, that's just how you can do a tracker. You can add text, you can add anything you want. And if you have this sidebar here, you're gonna see just like my life hub and everything that is below. On my appointments, all the details, and that just also allows you to have something that you can see directly. If you do not like to have like those things separately based on the subjects or whatever, you can just also have just one calendar just to do whatever you want and to put everything at once. It's really up to you, and that's what I wanted to share with you. It's just the templates that I use, and that was just a bit an introduction of my use of Notions. So thank you so much for having followed this video. If you have any comments, any questions, or if you wanna help me also improve as I'm a bit beginning videos, don't hesitate to let a comment, follow me and share this video. That would be such a great help. And thank you for staying until the end of this video. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.